Hello, you lovely people. Today is Monday and I am getting ready for work. Give me 1 second, please. Alright guys, so I'm getting ready. Motorpool Monday. So every single Monday you do like literally the same thing. You just go to the Motorpool and PMCS all of your vehicles. And we also have battalion formation. So yeah, I'm gonna try to bring y'all along for that. I've been trying to make more videos. I just get really distracted. I just like, it'll start to get busy at work or something and then I forget to pull out my camera. One of those things. So hopefully today I don't forget. I feel like today should be a pretty good, chill, easy day. So I think we can do this. Okay, good. Now there's light. So I gotta do my hair. Daniel's probably gonna walk in here at some point. Let's see here. Okay, I also figured that today would be a good day to tell a story, do a little storytelling. So I'm gonna talk about the time that I got injured in basic. And if y'all don't know, I'm missing a tooth. So there you go. Front tooth is nice and missing. So that actually did happen in basic training. So I thought it'd be fun to kind of tell y'all what happened as I get ready. But yeah, so it all started off June 2019. I was we were at the range at the time and it was super hot this day. Like, I mean, you know, June, summertime in freaking South Carolina, Fort Jackson. So yeah, that kind of should set the scene for you already. And I hope that's right. Anyway, so we were there at the range and I was actually writing a letter to Daniel. Like I was one of those people that wrote every single second that I could write. Like if I could write a letter, I would be writing a letter. And I was writing a letter to Daniel, and in said letter I was telling him like how over it I was. Like, it's so freaking hot. They were making us wear our IOTV even though we weren't like currently shooting. And so they had just told us like, okay, you could take your IOTV off. And then they were like, okay, put it back on because it's almost y'all's time to shoot. So they're like, okay, put it back on because it's almost y'all's time to go, so y'all have to be ready. And so I was all frustrated, about to put my IOTV on, and then the drill sergeant called for volunteers, and I was like, let me just go, like, volunteer to do something, because for me in basic training, if it's the same, like it's a routine, and everything is always the same. And so I was like, let me just, like, hey, maybe this is something different, I'll be able to do something. So as soon as I get up to go and volunteer for whatever thing the drill sergeant said, I was getting off the last step of the bleachers and my knee buckled and I fell forward, and I was holding my weapon at the time, right? So I fell forward, and conveniently placed right in front of me was a brick wall, and I hit it with my mouth. And so I like poof, right, hit the brick wall, and I'm sitting like this and I'm just like, crap. Because you know, whenever you get hurt, you're always like, oh, I already know it's bleeding. And then you look and there's nothing wrong. It was just like the pain was talking and you're perfectly fine. So that's what I thought was gonna happen. And my battle buddy, she looks at me and she's like, are you okay? And I'm like, I think I chipped my tooth. And she's like, what? And I go, I think I chipped my tooth. And then when I looked at her, all of this was like, there's blood everywhere. And then I pull my hand away and I look at it, and there's just blood, like a ton of blood on my hand. And so there's blood everywhere, and then I feel like these little chunks in my mouth, and I spit, and it's my tooth. There's chunks of my tooth. And so I was like, oh my God. And so for whoever doesn't know this about me, I'm the type that laughs whenever I am in pain, or anything awkward, like laughter is my go-to. So I started laughing, and she's like, come on, come here, come here. And she moves me to the side. The drill sergeants are like trying to figure out what's going on. They're over here and they're like, let me see. And I, you know, show them like this, and I keep telling my battle buddy, I'm like, is my tooth there? And she's like, yeah, your tooth is there, like I can see it. And I'm like, no, there's no way, because it just feels wrong. Like, you know, if you go like this, like, you know what the back of your teeth feel like. And when I was doing that, it just felt like my teeth just didn't feel like my teeth. Like, it just felt wrong. And so I was like, man, I don't know, like, it really doesn't feel like my teeth are there. Or my tooth. And so they pull somebody who already qualified. Oh, and then the drill sergeants, they don't know what to do, right? Because, like, you don't know this until, like, after you get out of basic, but drill sergeants are very normal people. Like, some may have some, like, high-speed experiences and stuff like that, but they're just normal people. So one of the drill sergeants comes up to me with a thing of gauze, like, and so the drill sergeant comes over and he hands me a thing of gauze and he's like, here. And I'm like, what do I do with this? It was literally like a rectangle thing of gauze like this. And he's like, I don't know, put it on your mouth. And so I'm like, and this didn't do anything. And so they give me the gauze and then they send someone who already qualified, or she didn't qualify, but she had zeroed her weapon. And so we go to the dentist place, the dentist, and we're there at the dentist, and I'm like hysterically laughing still at this point. Like, I'm cracking jokes with the drill sergeant, all that stuff, because I'm just kind of like, well, I don't believe this is happening. Like, I'm one of those people that have nightmares of my teeth coming out, and then my tooth, like, I don't know the state of it. Anyway, so we see the dentist, and he's messing with my tooth, and then he's like, he's just like kind of awkward. Like, he keeps on touching my tooth and then being like, and I'm like, that's not normally a good thing. Like, he had nothing to say. And eventually he was like, so we have a problem. And I was like, okay. And he goes, your tooth is still bleeding. I was like, yeah. And he's like, how long has it been? I was like, I don't know, 30 minutes, an hour. He's like, it should have stopped bleeding by now. And he goes, and no matter what I do, I can't stop it from bleeding. So he says, he's like, we're gonna have to go to the emergency room, like to the hospital. And I was like, okay. And he's like, can you walk? And it's not that far of a walk, but it's just funny because, like, my mouth did not look good. I really wish I had a picture, but my mouth did not look good. And he's like, yeah, so we're just going to walk over there. We walk over there. Long story short, the dentist is, like, looking at my tooth. And he's like, yeah, we're going to have to, you know, go to surgery mode here and see what we can do for your tooth. But it's not looking very promising. And so I'm like, okay, it's fine. So they cover my eyes, and they start doing, like, he starts looking at my tooth, and he tells me, he's like, we're going to have to pull your tooth out. It's not attached to anything. So when I fell, that tooth that's missing here's my gum, here's the tooth. The tooth is normally supposed to be like this. It went like that and pushed my gum out. So they had to put that bone where your gum is, they had to push it back in place and then pull the tooth out. And he's like, it's not attached to anything, so we're just gonna have to pull it. So I was like, okay, cool. And so he pulls the tooth, and he's like, the dentist assistant, she was like, this is the calmest I've ever seen anybody about losing a tooth. But it's like, really, at that point, there was nothing I can do. And I guess I was still kind of in shock about the whole situation. And so, you know, what are you gonna do? And so they're done with the surgery or whatever, missing this whole tooth completely, and they take me to the front desk and they're like, okay, you have quarters. And I'm like, I don't know what quarters is. Quarters is, she tells me, like, they send you to a whole nother building and you just stay in that building for however long your quarters is and you just rest. And so I was like, oh, okay, that's weird. And I asked her, I was like, so can I call my husband? And she was like, well, you did technically have an emergency surgery, so that does warrant you a call for a family member. So I was like, okay, dope. So I called Daniel, and this whole time, like I said, I haven't cried or anything because I'm just very upset about the whole situation in general. And so as soon as I call Daniel, like, she puts the number in for me, and as soon as I hear his voice on the other end, I just start crying. I'm like, babe. And he's like, are you okay? What's wrong? And I was like, I lost my tooth. And he goes, but you're okay? And I was like, yeah, but I lost my tooth. And he goes, but you're fine. And I was like, yes, but I lost my tooth, because I was like really upset. Like, now it's starting to set in. And so, but it was just pretty funny because I started bawling my eyes out. And so then, yeah, that's it. But I was happy I was able to talk to Daniel at least. And so he tells my family and everything what's going on. What were you thinking, babe?
I don't know.
You don't know? Man of many words. But yeah, so I told Daniel, and now I have to go back to the, like, oh crap, what is it called? I can't remember what it's called, the little area where you form up and everything every day. But we have to go back there, to, like, I guess the company or whatever, and I have to tell the drill sergeants that I'm on quarters. And there was this one drill sergeant, she was a female, and she was just like, she's just always in a mood. Like, it was more than her just being a drill sergeant. Like, I think that was her personality. Like, she was just always mad about something or, like, upset. And so she, of course, is the drill sergeant that's on duty. So we're standing there outside their little door area, and I'm waiting for her to come out. Just, like I said, just got out of surgery. I guess technically my jaw was, not my jaw was broken, but this was, whatever bone that is, I don't know. And so she finally opens the door after we're waiting for probably like 5 or 10 minutes. And she's like, what do you want? And I was like, I'm going on quarters. And I really didn't even know what quarters meant. Like, this whole time, I thought that meant I would just sleep there at the bay. And so she was like, what are you going on quarters for? And I'm really tired, upset. And so I just look at her and so I just look at her and I go, like this, like, but I did it like with attitude or whatever. And it obviously didn't look like this. Like, half this tooth is a composite or whatever, so half this tooth was missing. My face was swollen. There's still blood everywhere. And she looks at me. And then because I know I didn't look normal when she asked me, what am I going on quarters for? So I was like, really? And so anyway, I just made that face at her, and she just looks at me and she's like, oh, hold on. So an hour after that, finally go to the bay, or not the bay, the place where you go to get quarters. And it's just a whole different dynamic there, because you have people there who are actually hurt, and you also have people there who are saying they're hurt, but you know. And so there's this, I remember one female that I guess she thought she ran it or something. She was like, had got a concussion at one point, couldn't remember anything, I don't know, but she had been there for a minute, and she was like in the process of getting chaptered out or med boarded, whatever. And so I was there in the bay for I think 2 days, and then I had a profile for a week after, like a dead man's profile. I couldn't do anything, and it was actually really hard. Like, I did get a lot of rest, which was good, but it was really hard mentally, because I didn't want to be there at that point. I was really done with it. I was like, I can't believe I just lost my tooth. Like, I think everybody has that fear of losing their teeth. Do you, babe, have a fear of losing your teeth?
No.
Oh.
I don't want to.
It's like, I used to have dreams that like a tooth would fall out, and I would wake up like terrified. So anyway, yeah, my tooth had fallen out. I was just really over it. I didn't want to do or be a part of like this organization that was the military. Like, I wanted to quit. And I had met a female there. She had broke her arm, and she was like, I really wish that I could have finished. Like, she's like, and they weren't giving me the option of quitting, but it was just like mentally I was done. And so she was like, no, you know, just keep pushing forward, you got this. And I met like 2 other females in there as well that they were like hurt, but they were still like, they're gonna continue to basic. But I think that they were possibly getting pushed back a cycle or something, I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, I went to the dentist again like a week later, and then that's where they gave me my little replacement, and I've had it ever since. They're supposed to put a permanent in, but I haven't seen it, so who knows when it will happen. But yeah, so that's about it. And then when I got back, I had to zero and qual, and I think I like zeroed and qualled twice because I had to do iron sights and CCO. It was like super stressful. That was the only time that I cried at basic from like other than the tooth coming out. Like, the drill sergeant looked at me and was like, trainee, you suck. And he was like, you're gonna need a lot of luck to freaking qual today. And I cried. And then, yeah, whatever. But I graduated still on time, even though I got quarters. I was out for, like I said, 2 days, on profile for a week, and I still graduated on time with my class. So that was a good feeling. But yeah, so I'm gonna just get ready the rest of what I need, and then we're gonna go to the motor pool. But yeah, I don't know, it was a crazy experience, right, babe? Mm-hmm. What were you thinking, babe, when it happened?
I don't know.
I think Daniel was just happy to talk to me, for being honest. Was that it, babe? You're happy that I called? I'm trying to show you all my little boot thingies. But yeah, so I'm trying to make more videos, and I want to make more videos. I just get really caught up. But I did film us doing an obstacle course recently, so that will be on the vlog. Right, babe? So yeah, we don't have much coming up. Well, we might have a mission coming up, but we're not sure. So I'll have that. And we also have Ivy Week, what Fort Carson does, where they just, it's like to build, what is that, spirit to core, or however you say it, and morale and stuff like that. It's like fun events. You just do sports PT, weightlifting, there's rucking, what is that called? Obstacle courses, stuff like that. So hopefully I'll be able to film some of that. And yeah, should be pretty chill. Okay, I'm gonna just film this quietly. His fur. Look. Let me try it.
All right, everybody's gonna knock out 5, then we'll get started.
You ready for these 5 pull-ups Friday?
No, I'm ready for this.
Oh, you have them look out and everything. You're so funny.
I'm not sure. I wasn't sure on like which one I watched.
Wait, hold up, start more.
When they go over the wall, the other person can go.
Good job.
This is what imagine something like, oh, that's exactly what I said. You got it. You got it right. Middle lane, 3 lanes. That will work. That's progression. So like if that's really easy to see, then try and just...
What the heck?
I don't think this is how it's meant to go. I'll beat you over. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to go over the other side. We're supposed to go over the side. Easy on the way down. Easy slide. That's smart. No, that's smart. Let's go, Ryan. Let's go, Wyatt. That's good. Hey, now try it this way. Go up this way. Go. Oh, Rose just took it.
That's scary. Let's go, Carter. Let's go. Let's go, Air Salt.
Hey, Carter, wait. Rapid ankle, rapid. You want 2 balls, though? I mean, can we do it like that?
Yes. Okay. Just go. Just get it in. Just get it in. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Let's go, Grade 2 easy. Dang, okay. What the heck?
Look at him.
Okay, Green. He still got the camera back on too.
Okay.
Okay, Graham.
Okay, look, when you or you could do that.
Okay, Graham.
High profile, you just got shot.
Good stuff. Oh my God.
More try to sprint.
Oh, close.
Are you gonna walk back? You want me to drive you back?
No, I'll drive. All right, no, I'll go with you.
No, pick him up. Hey. We're not taught that in CLS, sir. I'm sorry.
Dang. You having fun Friday? Alright guys, I was recording a video, but then I accidentally deleted it. I don't know how. But yeah, we're here doing a nap. I don't even think you can hear me. We're having fun. I guess today was finding a point. We found a river. You should go swimming, Friday. What's going on, Cole? What do you got going on today? PMCS, how's it look?
You know, we just got it. It's pretty new, so it's looking good.
Yeah?
We just don't have the, UAVs.
Oh, yeah. That's good catch right there. Good catch right there, soldier. Go ahead.
Wow.
Oh, God, I didn't know you were right there. Hey, what you got going on today, Mullins?
Honestly, just starting my package so I can get out of here. That's about it. You know, PMCS my trucks and then I'm gone.
How's it?
I love your packets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm super excited. Been here too long.
Alright, guys. I'm about to PMCS this Jenny. So I've already checked the oil. Hey, what's up, Carter? Yeah. Yeah, I already checked the oil. But I'll show y'all. There's the oil. I checked it already. Switched that mug to normal. And I think this is the Jenny that doesn't turn on. We're about to see. Also making sure it's grounded. Should have did that first. What the heck? This mug is grounded to nothing, actually. Whoa. What the heck? There's no grounded. What the heck? Hey, Francois, what are you doing?
What's up?
What are you doing?
I am doing a spools packet for Corporal Dumont.
So what's this saying? This is just shamming his life away and it's not working.
Yep. When was the last time you turned on heat close?
The last time I turned on a key close,
Oh my gosh, we're gonna get copyrighted. Turn it off.
It was
What a jam.
our last field. What was that at? Whenever I was out in MTC with this girl.
Very special small ones. Kale type.
So the math, you can verify. So the math.
What are you doing today?
What am I doing today?
Yeah.
Sergeant Rod,
You can chill, bruh.
I'm taking all, I don't think that's correct.
Rest.
I'm taking all the crew serve weapons to 183rd to get service.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Super.
Super excited. Francois, are you ready to start doing armor stuff?
I am. I'm gonna be trained by the best two guys on this post.
They can't hear you. You don't have to say that. Phil, are you having a good day? Okay. All right. All right. Hey guys. So it's already the end of the day. It's like 8 o'clock. About to be. I think it's like 7:51. It's about to be 8 o'clock. So I'm just here walking the girls. So yeah, today was like, it was a good day, you know. We did our Motorpool stuff, and then the last video I got at the Motorpool was me messing with that Jenny because I got kind of mad that that terminal was freaking broke, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't annotated, and it wasn't. And so anyway, whatever, it's annotated now, so hopefully we can get it replaced because, you know, I kind of need that. But all in all, it was a good day. After lunch, I like had a quick lunch, came home, hang out with Daniel for a little bit, and then went back to work. And I just it was more like admin stuff. We got some new equipment for the Heclos. Come on, high capacity line of sight. And so we pulled that equipment in. We're gonna get ready to use it, and we're gonna test it out on Wednesday, so hopefully I'll be able to record some of that. But yeah, it was a super chill day. Actually, it turned out to be a chill day. Wasn't bad at all. Yeah, sometimes it's like that, so it's a good thing. And what do we got tomorrow? Oh, tomorrow's Tuesday, so we're doing PT at the gym tomorrow, and then we have commo maintenance. Hopefully I'll be able to get into my shelter and clean it out a little bit. We have a new member on the team, so hopefully we can show him some stuff. And yeah, that's it. It's a good night. Mishka, merci, osa. Okay, so it's Monday. I'm getting ready for work. I just got out the shower. You know what? No, stop. You missed.